Hey all, and welcome back. Got my hands on a 9600 XT. One of the ATI executives claimed it was as fast as a 9700 Pro, or close to it at least. Let's investigate that claim and see what it's all about. Released in October 2003, 6 months after the 9600 Pro, back when ATI and NVIDIA were competing pretty heavily and releasing new products every 6 months. And today we're going to pit it up against the X800 XT Platinum Edition, the 9800 Pro, and the 9600 Pro. Obviously, these cards were designed for XP during that time, but these, in my opinion, these are great choices for a Windows 98 build, in my humblest of opinions. The 9600 XT was pretty much just a refresh of the 9600 Pro. It mainly just offered a 100 megahertz clock increase, some architectural changes, had a similar amount of RAM, and the RAM was on most of the cards were clocked the same as the 9600 Pro. It had either 128 and some even 256 megabytes. Still the same 128-bit memory bus. This is one of the first cards I know of that will actually self-overclock if the thermals are within a decent range. So of course we're gonna put it on the maximum PC Dream Machine with ABIT IC7 motherboard with 3.2 gigahertz Pentium 4 and 1 gig DDR memory. Well, that's enough talking about it. Let's get it, the 9800 Pro swapped out with the 9600 XT. Fire up the old maximum PC Dream Machine. Check Everest, make sure it's not making a liar out of me. The stats look like a 9600 XT should. And after that, I think it's time for some benchmarks.
Ranger, you have taken the lead.
Even though I don't have a 9700 Pro, based on the benchmark results we just saw, we know there's no way that executive was even close to being right about the 9600 XT's performance. Having a 9600 XT and a Windows 98 machine would make a fantastic retro battle station, especially given the fact that most of the time you can get this for the same price as a 9600 Pro. And given the choice, I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer. You know, I picked up my XT for like 30 bucks, and I believe if you're patient enough, you can get it even today for around $30 to $40 on eBay, which is not terrible. But yeah, if you're trying to build a retro battle station that is on the higher end for Windows 98, I don't think you go wrong with any four of these cards. Though keep in mind the X800 had some Platinum Edition. I had some issues with that, with the DVI not wanting to work. Something to keep in mind that differentiates the four cards also is that the 9600 Pro and the 9600 XT don't require external power. So if that's something you care about, it's something to consider, that the 9600 Pro and the 9600 XT might be more power friendly if that's something you're concerned about. So if you have any stories, or if these were your favorite video cards, I want to hear all about it in the comments. I read them all, and I love hearing your stories about this old hardware that I personally grew up with and still enjoy to this day. That's all I got for this one. Until next time, peace.